Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with another Screenwriter's Rant, this one about the electrical life of Lewis Wain, based on a true story. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books, links in the description, including book 7 of the Pineys. It's finally out. Yes, I screwed up the ebook price. I had, again, $7.99 instead of $2.99. It's been corrected. Probably should be up by the time this video's out, but it's ready to go. I just ordered I was the first one to order 10 copies, so I'll have some for, not for the book fair in Collingswood, but for the next one, Asbury Park Book Fest. So I hope to see you there for that. Let's get into this, little doggy. Let's get into this. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Lewis Wain, and this is based on a true story. I don't know if he was a real guy, but apparently he loved to make cats, and people loved his drawings of cats, and he was very much a cat person. He had to raise 5 sisters who were younger than him on his own. He hired a governess who he falls in love with. It was a very happy, kind of quirky story, and during rough times, he still delighted people with pictures of cats. And this is all right around the time electricity becomes big, which somehow impacts him. I don't quite understand how. I can't understand if he's fascinated by it or if it somehow hurts him. And so it's about his life, the trials and tribulations. I think eventually he must lose the governess who becomes, she becomes his wife. And then he grows old and dies, or, we get some sort of ending where we find out what really happened to the real Lewis Wain. I mean, it looks like a very nice, inspiring, positive story about the life of someone who did nice things for nice people. Story by Simon Stephenson, screenplay by Simon Stephenson and Will Sharp, and directed by Will Sharp. I kind of like this. This kind of feels like the sort of movie that Benedict should do. It's very English. It requires a lot of acting. He's a very quirky character with a lot of traits to him. There's looks to be a lot of complex things going on. His love life, his creative life, other things going on in the world at the time. It looks very nuanced and complicated. In theaters, October 22nd. On Prime, November 5th. See, this is the way you schedule stuff. This is the way you build a trailer. By the way, tell me when the damn movie's coming out, and if you can't narrow it down to a specific date, at least give me a region, fall, winter, something, right, doggy, you dirty-faced doggy, you stinky dog. So I can relate to how people love animals. So the first act will be this quirky guy, and he has this talent for drawing cats, and he's got to raise his sisters, and he hires a governess as he finally gets the money to do it, and then falls in love with her. In the second act, he becomes very famous, and fame impacts him in a weird way. At first, it's very good, and there's lots of money, and his love for the governess grows, but then it gets out of hand, and it becomes too much for him, and then some bad things happen. The invention of electricity is I think the sinking of the Lusitania, maybe, or the sinking of the Titanic, something like that, or maybe World War I. And then probably ending with, I think he may lose the governess. It looks that way because I don't see her in the later scenes being older. Right, Joan? So that would be sad. And then, we get to see his final end, but in the end he sort of triumphs because of his great ability to draw kitties, which I think Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys would have appreciated this movie. So yeah, I think this will be a nice, positive movie. I like positive movies. I think Benedict Cumberbatch is a really good actor. This seems to be definitely in his wheelhouse, something, and it says a Claire Foy movie. I guess that's the actress. I'm not familiar with her work. It's not a series of movies about Claire Foy, right? Anyhow, yeah, I like it. The Electric Life of Lewis Wain. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. I got to get these videos posted. I got to start promoting Piney's book number 7, The Paradox Piney. And we'll see you tomorrow.